Okay, this is my third take of my very first video because I've been screwing around with my camera settings. So I apologise if it's bad quality. It's my very first YouTube video, and I've also realised that I have a tiny lisp. I never realised I had a lisp until I watched it back. Ooh. So yeah. Anyway, so this video is, well, no, that's bad. My name's Neil, and I'm making this video about Accutane for people who have just started it or are thinking about going on it, or have been on it or going back on it or whatever. Just talk about my experience and any tips I have for you. So if you're watching this, you know that Accutane, well, I hope you know that Accutane is a drug that's used to clear up acne, and it does it quite well, but there are side effects and it's not a nice experience to be on. Anyone who's been on it knows exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to be tired, red, dehydrated, flaky skin, dry skin, all that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm just off the drug 2 months. They gave me a cream called Differin to use for a year, to stop any more breakouts, stop my acne coming back. It's May now. I stopped taking it sometime in March, and I had been on it for 6 or 7 months, I can't really remember, and I was up to 60 milligrams a day, or maybe it was 80. It was either 3 or 4 tablets a day, with the din-dins. But yeah, so basically my tips for anybody who's going to take it or who's just started taking it is: 1, drink water, and I cannot overemphasize this enough. If you could have, I don't know, like a drip hooked up to your mouth, hooked up to your veins or whatever, with just water, don't know if that'd kill you or not, but if it didn't, it'd be the best thing in the world. You need to drink so much water because you're going to be so dehydrated. Your skin's going to be dry, red, you're going to feel tired and everything. Just drink as much water as possible. Second tip is, where is it here? Lip balm. Lip balm is an absolute lifesaver on Accutane, and I know the girls are going to be fine because they come equipped with their handbags and everything. They're just going to be like, yeah, bang, done. My lips are dry, not anymore. Guys, I don't like, if you're in a public place and you feel self-conscious about putting on Vaseline on your lips because people are going to be like, oh, this guy's a bit, he's a bit camp or whatever. No, trust me, you'll start doing it fairly quick. It's not a nice feeling when all your lips kind of crack here and all the skin up around in between your nose and your mouth here gets all shredded up and raw. Yeah, it's fairly awful. So Vaseline, Nivea, whatever. Yeah, but that's a definite buy. The third tip is, do not, while you're on this, burst pimples. Okay. Now, basically, Accutane affects your skin so that the marks, any marks you have, they don't kind of like fade as quickly as they would, just normally. When you get those red marks from a pimple after you've had a bad pimple or whatever, if you burst a pimple, you get like a red mark and it maybe takes like 2 weeks to fade or whatever. I have some here, I can't really show you. Yeah, maybe you can see there. 8 months later, stupidly I burst them, when I got a breakout, when I started taking Accutane, and 8 months down the line and they still haven't gone. They will go, they have started going, eventually they do. But if you want to go out to a party and you like a whitehead and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this, I just burst it so I can go to the party. Don't go to the party, or just go to the party with the whitehead. It's not worth it. That will clean up in like 2 or 3 days or whatever of its own accord. I'm still like months down the line, still have like marks left over from bursting them or whatever. So yeah, don't do it. Okay, that's my third tip, and that brings me on to people who are just started it, or who will just start it, who freak out when they like break out, their first month on the drug, and they go, oh my god, it's not working, it's worse than ever. It's just like all those other things I've tried that didn't have any effect, and it's all bad now. And what am I gonna do? Relax, it's fine. I know it's horrible at the time, believe me, but that's what's meant to happen. Basically, you're meant to break out, and it clears out all your acne from your face. It breaks it all out. You'll get loads of spots at first, but as you go up, the dosage goes up over time. You'll start to get lovely smooth skin. Like, my skin is so smooth, it's really deceptive. Like, you can see all these red marks here, but when I rub my finger across it, baby's bum. Probably not, but it's lovely and smooth. So the Accutane did do like a very good job on me. Yeah, just don't freak out, guys, if you get a breakout straight away. That's pretty much what's meant to happen. In fact, if you didn't get a breakout straight away, you probably don't even need to be on the drug, and you probably don't need to be putting yourself through the tiredness and all that, the other side effects. Because yeah, I'm going to talk about that now. Like, it's not a nice experience to be on this drug. You will be tired. We all love our beds, so when you're on Accutane, get into a committed relationship with your bed. Get your sleep, get your rest. You're gonna need it. You'll be low on energy. Apart from the dry lips, your dry eyes. There's all sorts of stuff. There's a huge long list of side effects that come with it. Some of them are a lot more serious than others. If you develop any of the serious side effects, tell your dermatologist straight away, because basically what happened to me was I started getting small black spots kind of swimming across my vision, and it was like I got them in the last week I was on the drug, so I didn't tell anyone about it, because I was like, I only have like 4 or 5 more days, and but no, I still have them. So that kind of means my brain's messed up, which, like, yeah, that's not good. So they have gone away a bit now. They're not as bad as they were. So maybe I was just very lucky that I only had like 4 days left or whatever. So I couldn't really develop. But yeah. So the side effects, just you have to be aware of them. There are some bad side effects apart from just the usual feeling run down. So yeah, be aware of that and talk to your dermatologist about them. That brings me to the blood tests. If you don't know, you have to take like a monthly blood test, because just to make sure your liver, I think, is like processing the drug properly, and it's doing its job for the rest of your body too. Make sure it's hanging in there good and strong. So unfortunately for people, especially if you're Irish like me, no alcohol. Yeah, no alcohol. I was thinking of editing like a cricket sound in there, but no. Yeah, basically, yeah, you can't drink, and it's not worth it, because what happened to me was my second month on the drug, my bestest friend in the whole wildest world was having to go on a away party, going to America for the year. Somebody offered me a pint just in the morning after I had my blood test, and I was like, what's 1 pint? It'll be fine, it won't show up. But it did show up. And big argument with the dermatologist about not drinking alcohol and all this, and yeah, so just, it's not worth it, trust me. Apart from that, if you have any other questions, I'm thinking of starting a Twitter. You can tweet me, if you have more questions or anything. Very new to this whole YouTube thing, so I don't know where it'll be. Is it the sidebar now? I think it used to be the under whatever, but it'll be there. If you have any other questions, tell me. I'll make another video if you want, whatever. Because I just think it's a fairly bad experience, but I'd like to be helped through it. So yeah, that's me. Peace.